Hello, this is a response to a thought experiment about constructing meaning from written text. If you would like to participate in this experiment, you should not watch my video, for it would alter your experience. So please take a look at the video I posted in the description box first. Stop watching right now. Thanks. The desynchronization of circadian rhythms associated with transmeridian flights has been examined in several studies. So, the effects talking about in the second section are referred by or to several studies we will talk about now, or hear about now. I think. After westbound flights, the curve of circadian rhythmicity is displaced to the left of that of the environmental changes, and after eastward flights to the right. So again, this is saying that you have a certain biological will to keep your rhythm. The amplitude may be altered, and sometimes a rhythm may disappear. So if you do this long enough, or quite often, you may lose your rhythm. Re-entrainment of rhythms to the new environment occurs gradually, and with body temperature begins with the first sleep in the new zone. So if your rhythm has disappeared, you will learn the new rhythm, but gradually. And think about the body temperature lowering with biorhythm things when going to sleep or at the normal sleeping time. So the adjustment starts with sleeping. That's an interesting point, I think. There may be differences in the shift of maxima and minima, leading to distortions of the oscillations. So it's not only that there's a shift occurs, but really I get a disturbed wave, so I might experience a day-night rhythm, like not 24 hours or 12 hours accordingly, but like 3 or 6 hours for my system get out of it and now does something before it goes there again. So I don't have the one peak and then go back to normal, but can't completely get out of it. After westward flight, the maximum may shift earlier or further than the minimum, whereas the opposite may be true after eastward flights. So, I now have to re-examine the meaning of maximum in the context. So I go back and now read: subjectively, most people complain of tiredness, impaired appetite, and general loss of well-being. But this is not about minimum and maximum. Biological rhythms also influence performance. This is also not about performance is impaired in the late afternoon and early night of at least the first day. So I'm not quite sure of the meaning of impaired, but I assumed it was lowered. Yes, so I have to get into this. It's really interesting. So this might be referred to as a minimum in the late afternoon and early night and in the westerly direction, and a minimum in the morning and afternoon in the east direction. So yeah, this is still about the I don't know, it's Trägheit in German. I will translate it, maybe that's okay. So or further than the maximum. So this is a new information that so this still is not what I thought it meant. After westward flight, the maximum may shift earlier or further than the minimum, whereas the opposite may be true after eastward flights. So you this might have to do with the adjustment in the sleep, that you that your maximum shifts earlier for your adjustment takes place in the minimum. Well, no, maybe I get some more information out of this. Although phase shifting is a consequence of the dysynchrony between environmental and biological rhythms, the other changes may be more related to the general stress of the flight. So, yeah, I haven't said that out loud. I was thinking about that maybe this is really complicated. Okay, that maybe if I go to sleep, I adjust, and then my maximum is shifted earlier, but that may due to the fact that I have to get up at some point. I mean, I want to do something. Mostly before I'm adjusted, for I don't want to hang out like 10 days adjusting something, or 2 weeks. But I'm on a holiday, or I have to do business, so I have to get up anyway. And but this is not about the related. This is not related to the general stress of the flight. So well, I have to go on and go back to the third part. For I'm not sure whether I made meaning from this. In man, social cues and timing of meals are important to the speed of re-entrainment. Indeed, adopting local times for meals accelerate the phase shift. So I can force myself to adjust faster if I just, yeah, if I do my primary needs, if I adjust my primary needs like eating. This might also lead to the opposite of eating, getting into the clock thing for this. I think it's a fixed time. Nevertheless, individuals differ in the ease and the speed of their adaptation. So this is an individual thing.